Alright, let's talk about something truly delightful: American bureaucracy. Specifically, the H-1B visa. If you're dreaming of working in the United States, this little piece of paper is often your golden ticket. Or more accurately, your incredibly complicated, anxiety-inducing, potentially soul-crushing golden ticket. And for fiscal year 2026, oh boy, have they shaken things up. Think of it as your favorite board game, but the rules have been rewritten by a committee of angry badgers. This isn't just a fresh coat of paint on an old system, it's a fundamental shift. So if you're even thinking about this, you need to pay very close attention. Your future might just depend on it. Seriously, the H-1B visa allows U.S. employers to temporarily employ foreign workers in specialized occupations. Think fields like IT, engineering, finance, medicine. It's highly sought after and massively oversubscribed. It's a big deal for a lot of talented people around the world. The changes for FY 2026 are significant. We're talking new rules, new fees, and a whole new way of picking winners. These changes are designed to, ostensibly, make the system fairer and more efficient. Whether they achieve that is up for debate. But what's not debatable is that they will impact your chances, your employer's willingness to sponsor you, and quite possibly your overall sanity levels. The initial registration for FY 2026 has already passed. The lottery results are out. We're diving deep into the H-1B visa process for 2026. It's going to be a wild, informative ride. Let's get down to brass tacks, or in this case, cold, hard numbers. For the FY 2026 H-1B season, USCIS received a staggering 358,737 total registrations. Over 350,000 applications. Each registration represents someone's dream, someone's career aspiration, someone's hope for a new life. Out of those nearly 360,000 registrations, USCIS deemed 343,981 as eligible entries. The number of unique applicants was approximately 339,000. This means most people only got one shot, regardless of how many companies wanted to hire them. It's less a lottery, more a statistical Hunger Games. May the odds be ever in your favor. USCIS selected 120,141 registrations. From over 340,000 eligible entries, only about 120,000 were chosen to proceed. This gives us a selection rate of roughly 34%. 34%. That is, by all accounts, the lowest selection rate in years. The annual H-1B cap for FY 2026 has been reached. That includes the regular cap of 65,000 visas, plus the additional 20,000 visas reserved for those holding a U.S. master's degree or higher, all allocated. This intense competition and the low selection rate are direct consequences of high demand and, as we'll see, some significant procedural changes. It's a tough reality for many skilled professionals. Now let's talk about the biggest earthquake to hit the H-1B system this year, the new beneficiary-centric selection process. That's a fancy government term for a simple yet revolutionary idea: one person, one entry. For years the system was, frankly, a bit of a circus. A prospective H-1B worker could have multiple companies file registrations on their behalf. The thinking was, more entries, better chances, which naturally led to some individuals having dozens, even hundreds of entries. It was chaotic, and probably wasn't very fair to those with only one potential employer. The new rule is refreshingly straightforward. Each unique individual, the beneficiary, is entered into the lottery only once, regardless of how many registrations are submitted for them by different employers. This is a fundamental shift. USCIS implemented this to level the playing field, ensuring that each applicant has the same statistical chance of selection, irrespective of the number of job offers they might have managed to secure. The impact has been immediate and noticeable. For FY 2026, the number of registrations per unique applicant dropped dramatically to just 1.01. Your single entry has to count. Section 4. Pay up and prepare fees, scrutiny, and the RFE nightmare. Get ready to open your wallet because Uncle Sam wants his cut. And it's a bigger cut this year. The H-1B registration fee, which was a rather nominal $10 per beneficiary, has skyrocketed. It's now $215 per beneficiary. Yes, you read that right. From $10 to $215. That's a more than 20-fold increase. This isn't chump change, especially for companies filing for multiple potential employees, or for individuals who might be shouldering some of these costs indirectly. It's a significant financial hurdle added to an already stressful process. Why the massive fee hike? USCIS says it's to cover administrative costs associated with the H-1B program and the new online registration system. But they also state it's to deter frivolous or non-serious applications. Serious applicants only, please, the fee seems to whisper menacingly. But it's not just about the money, there's also the looming specter of increased scrutiny. USCIS is anticipated to be more rigorous than ever in reviewing H-1B petitions this year. This isn't a process for the unprepared or the disorganized. Section 5, TikTok goes the H-1B clock, FY2026 deadlines you can't miss. Alright, let's talk about something absolutely critical. Dates. In the world of H-1B visas, deadlines are not suggestions. They are concrete, unmovable, and utterly unforgiving. Miss one and you're out. It's that simple. For the FY2026 H-1B season, the registration period ran from March 7th to March 24th, 2025. Yes, as of today, June 3rd, 2025, that window has slammed shut. If you weren't registered by then, you're unfortunately waiting for the FY2027 cycle. Following the closure of the registration period, everyone held their breath. USCIS then conducted its much-anticipated electronic lottery. The agency announced that it had completed the selection process by March 31st, 2025. For those fortunate enough to be selected in the lottery, the next crucial phase began. The petition filing window for these selected registrants opened on April 1st, 2025, and it runs through June 30th, 2025. This is where the real work begins. Each date, each deadline is a hurdle to clear. Section 6, Tech Wreck, Layoffs and their chilling effect on H-1B hopes, the tech industry. For years it was the undisputed king of H-1B sponsorship. Companies big and small eagerly sought global talent to fill highly skilled roles driving innovation and growth. The H-1B visa was a critical pipeline, but recently, the landscape has shifted dramatically. We've all seen the headlines, major tech layoffs, thousands upon thousands of jobs cut across the sector. This isn't just a blip, it's a significant market correction, and it's having a profound, chilling effect on H-1B prospects. The direct impact of these widespread tech layoffs on H-1B visas is pretty straightforward. Fewer employers are sponsoring. When companies are downsizing, shedding staff, and tightening their belts, their appetite for navigating the complex and costly H-1B process diminishes. This is particularly true for new H-1B petitions, which represent a future commitment. It's a tough environment for job seekers, and even tougher for those needing visa sponsorship. Section 7, your H-1B battle plan, stay smart, stay prepared, and maybe have a plan B. So you're staring down the barrel of the H-1B process or perhaps reeling from the FY2026 lottery results. What now? First, knowledge is power. Get familiar with the new H-1B modernization rule, which officially took effect on January 17, 2025. This rule isn't just about the beneficiary-centric lottery. Crucially, it redefines what constitutes a specialty occupation. This definition is the bedrock of H-1B eligibility, so understanding its nuances is vital. Make sure your prospective role genuinely aligns with these updated criteria. Don't assume, verify. This is ground zero for your application's strength. There's also a small but significant change for F1 students on optional practical training, OPT, or STEM opt. The new rule extends the cap-gap employment authorization. Previously, if your OPT expired after an H-1B petition was filed but before the October 1st start date, you could work until September 30th. Now that cap-gap protection is extended until April 1st of the relevant fiscal year, or until the H-1B petition is approved, denied, or revoked. This provides a bit more breathing room. What if you weren't selected in the initial FY2026 lottery? Is all hope lost? Well, not entirely. USCIS has in the past conducted secondary or even third-round lotteries if they don't receive enough petitions from the initial selection to meet the annual cap, or if many selected petitions are withdrawn or denied. It's a possibility, a slim one perhaps, but a possibility nonetheless. Don't bank your entire future on it though.